Hey, hi, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Flow with the Grow. I'm your host, Sophia, and I am recording this actually the same time as I am recording a Zoom, a recording. This will actually be on YouTube, but I am just kind of experimenting. Wanted to do an episode where I'm doing a video and then also recording at the same time. So we'll see how this goes. But today I wanted to talk about life lessons that I've learned of being a trainer. So I've been doing training in a gym for about 5 years, 5 to 6 years, actually. I believe in January coming up, it'll be 6 years, but I'm not positive. 5 to 6 years, something like that. But it just kind of today came to me. I really have had a lot of things that I've learned being a trainer that I've been able to apply in my day-to-day life, or I've been able to implement in my day-to-day life, or just things that I've learned throughout my training that have made a huge impact on my training, how I train, how I coach, but then how I talk with people on a daily basis and just kind of who I am. Like it's really shaped who I am today. So I'm gonna go through 15 life lessons that I've learned, and in no particular order. And I must also note that I could probably fill an entire page, like 30, 40 life lessons or things that I've learned. But these are kind of just the main top ones that came to me. There are 15 of them, so still kind of a lot, but 15 life lessons that I've learned being a trainer. If you're watching on the video, I also have some notes next to me. So if I look over, that's why. Number one, patience. Oh my gosh. If there's any one thing that I've learned, the main thing that always comes to mind right away, the first thing that came to mind today was patience. When I first started, I did not have the patience that I do now. I've learned that people, when we feel like, as a trainer, someone who works out every day, like it's our lifestyle, you've been doing it a while. When we go to squat or plank or deadlift or do a bridge, like all of these things seem so simple to us and straightforward. And it seems like it's like people, you should just know, it just comes easy to us. But I've learned that it does not come easy to people who have never stepped foot in a gym before, have never exercised before. So in the very beginning, when I first started training, I just remember being kind of frustrated with people, being like, I would tell them to do something or try and give them a certain cue to do something, and they just like had no idea what to do. They just didn't do it right. I showed them the exercise, they see it, and then they do something completely different. Trainers, I'm sure you can relate to that. But then I would be so impatient and showing them and then not having them being able to do it. I just was like, why can't you do this? In my head, I didn't say that to them, but I was very impatient with that. And being a trainer in time has really taught me patience. When someone doesn't know how to do anything, how to do something, a certain exercise, when I tell them how to do something and then I have to repeat it again and again and again and again, or if I have to try and think about a different cue to give them, it has helped me to stay calm. I'm more patient and I'm calm, and I don't react. I don't react in a negative way or snip back at them, because I've learned that I know that they will feel more uncomfortable. They already feel uncomfortable and self-conscious. So I need to be super aware of how I respond to people. And having patience with someone will go a long way, and they will realize it. They will recognize that. Maybe they won't recognize that, but you will feel better about that in the long run. So that number one is patience. If you're a trainer, I'm sure you can relate. If you are someone who you want to get into training, you want to get into coaching, you need to practice patience. Slowing it down with people, step-by-step directions and cueing, and just helping them, being right there with them. Patience will go a long way. Like I said, we as trainers, fitness people loving to work out, the things that seem so simple to us, like second nature, is so far beyond, what's the word I'm looking for? It's very foreign to some people. practice patience. Number 2, confidence overall, to be honest, but confidence in being the professional and being the authority and being the doctor of fitness. I remember in the very beginning, I was, I was confident in my abilities, but when it came time to train a group of people, I really in my mind had to fake the confidence. And I think that actually that helps me to be truly more confident in time. And the more we do something, of course, the more confident we're going to get, the less and less insecure we're going to get and going to be. But it's really taught me to hold myself to a high standard, but my posture matters. And also a life lesson that I didn't include in this, but my posture matters. And maybe not necessarily faking it, but having the confidence to know that I am the authority. I am the fitness professional, because someone who's going to be sitting in front of me or I'm training, they have no idea what to do or how to do something. It's taught me that it's kind of from the gym setting into outside of the gym to carry this sort of same confidence and to hold your head high, and your posture matters. Like stay, I don't even know what I'm saying, but I guess posture matters when you're training people, and then that can be carried over into your day-to-day life. Much like a doctor prescribes medications or an eye doctor prescribes you contacts and glasses, or a dentist prescribes you braces, whatever that is. We're always going to these professionals for different things that are supposed to be health and wellness related. Why as a fitness professional are we seen as any different or any less? You are, if you are a trainer or a coach, you are the fitness professional. You are the doctor of fitness. So carry that and hold yourself to that standard and have that confidence. So for me, it has taught me this confidence in being the professional, which has helped me to be confident in how I teach, how I coach, how I train. And that has helped me in my day-to-day life to also hold this confidence overall. Number 3, oh my gosh, you have to have an open mind with this. You have to trust the process with what I'm about to say, with the lesson that I've learned. And that is that going above and beyond is compounding interest over time. And it's compounding interest in one way or another, no matter what. Now, when I say go above and beyond, I want you to make sure that you are not saying yes to everything, and that you are taking time for yourself, and that you are not going above and beyond in order to hit burnout, which I have experienced that. It's that work-life balance, I guess. But what I mean by going above and beyond is being the one to check in on clients more often, talking to someone after their workout, learning different skills, listening to podcasts, audibles. If you're in a setting or you have a team or a boss or the owner who is or isn't maybe investing in your growth in learning, whatever it may be, sales or training, maybe it's a certification, learning on your own, reading a book, like in one way or another, going above and beyond what is actually expected is going to it matters, and it is going to benefit you one way or another. You are going to reap the reward one way or another at some point in time. Now, for me, I always keep this in mind. And I know that for me, it's either going to be growth and learning a new skill. Maybe it's challenging. It's kind of pushing myself out of my comfort zone. In that challenge comes my power and empowerment. It's maybe going to be connection with another person, a client, going to have a deeper relationship with someone. It could be just building more relationships. It could be sales. It could be building a culture that wasn't there before, like a community, a family. It could be, I'm trying to think of anything else, but hopefully you get what I'm saying. Like you have to be in the mindset that going above and beyond of what is expected is going to make a difference. It's going to impact you in whatever way. And maybe it's not you that's going to impact, but maybe a client, maybe a member, someone who either is investing in training or maybe is not investing in training, going above and beyond. You will maybe see that this client or member has success or results in some way, shape, or form, where maybe they wouldn't have had that if you weren't going above and beyond to help them, whatever that looks like. Hopefully that makes sense. But this is a life lesson because it's not only something that I apply into training and into my work life at the gym, but it's something that actually I feel like I have brought this into the gym for myself. Like I kind of was living this way before the gym, but it really was solidified. And I just thought about this more and more as I've been here for the past 5 years. But outside of the gym, I always had this faith and belief and conviction that whatever I'm doing, maybe it's learning about how to sell, maybe it's learning about leadership, maybe it's learning about correctional exercises, or maybe it's about learning about social media, like how to portray myself or how to post on social media so that people can have value added to their life. Maybe it's reading a book or something anything really along those lines, but hopefully you get my point there. Doing those things outside of the gym for myself, I've always had this conviction that it'll matter in the future. And maybe I won't realize it in the moment, but I just knew deep down, I had a feeling that, and I believed it. I was open to this, that it would affect me, it would impact me, it would make a difference, it would matter sometime in the future. Whether it's with a new career path, or maybe it's something that happens in the gym at work. Maybe it's something that I take into a new relationship or like meeting people, anything. So that's number 3, longer version, but I'm very, very passionate about this. I believe that going above and beyond is going to set you apart. You are going to lead, maybe not lead the pack, but you're going to just become a better person overall. And also keeping in mind, again, to not have this seen as putting yourself towards a burnout. Like you just kind of have to know the difference and set boundaries. I think that's important, which is also a life lesson that I did not write down. Setting boundaries kind of goes along with another one that I wrote, but going above and beyond, it matters. It is compounding interest in one way or another at some point in your life. I believe those people who are closed-minded to this just will not reap the rewards, the person who is willing to do that will do that. I don't know if that made sense. You get what I'm saying? All right. Number 4, you will regret the kindness you didn't show in frustrating moments. Kind of going back to patience. If I have someone who is struggling to get a movement down, or I feel like they're not listening to me, or it's just a frustrating situation or a conversation with someone, whatever it is. And we're so easy to snap back. We're so easy to just react. We're so easy to do that. But I can almost 100% guarantee that you will regret doing that moments after that or later on. And it kind of sucks having that regret. Like if you snap back at someone, it really is a shitty feeling. Like that I've done that before. I've learned that no matter what, I have to respond in kindness. I have to, not just for the person, but for myself. I will regret it. It's not a good feeling in my stomach and in my gut. I feel horrible. But then for the person, you don't know what's going on in their life. Maybe what happened the day before, that day, moments before they came in, but you will regret the kindness you did not show in frustrating moments. And this is something that I can take into my day-to-day life that I've learned, because the same is true with anyone that I come in contact with, whether it's a grocery store worker or at Walmart or a furniture delivery person or anything. Showing kindness goes a long way. Number 5, your energy is your power. I feel like we have a lot of powers, but the energy can make or break a session. The energy can make or break the hour that a client has with you. Your energy can make or break someone that you come in contact with, that whether it's in the gym, or maybe you're going out with friends, or you're gonna go see someone, or you're just walking around town, or you're just walking in the gas station, or you're walking in the grocery store. The energy that you bring people can literally feel that. If you ever kind of take notes, like think about this as you go forward into your days now, when you're around people, it's kind of cool. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of weird. But when I see someone who you can just feel the energy. If it's low vibe, lower energy, they're sad, down, frustrated, you can feel it. And how do you feel? Not good. It like brings you down. So be the person who brings the energy, who raises the vibration, because people can feel that. And when we're in training sessions, when I'm training people, clients, I set all my shit aside. Life happens. Maybe I'm having a shitty day. Maybe I just was crying, but I do my best to put that aside and give that client, give the trainer, give the person outside of the gym my best, and give the person that hour for them. And by doing that, one way I can do that to make it better, a better experience, is to come with energy and embody energy. And for me, doing what I love brings me energy. Movement brings me energy. So you will see me in the gym just moving around a lot, my hands talking to people, like that all also raises my vibration. I know that about myself. So I do more of that. But your energy is your power, not only as a trainer, but as you go about your day-to-day life. You can feel it. Other people can feel it. And I'm trying not to have this like toxic positivity, because I'm learning that it's okay to not have high energy all the time. It's okay to not be happy all the time. So I also want to make sure to not portray that I am super high energy all the time, which maybe it sounded like that, but I just try and do my best to bring the highest energy that I can when I'm with people, because it does matter. And you can also tell people like, hey, you know what? I'm going to do my best, but my energy is just not as it normally is. I don't know. I usually don't do that, but you can also just be straightforward with people and tell them that. Goes a long way, just being honest. Number 6, your agenda matters. So your agenda, your calendar, whatever you have scheduled, whatever your to-do list is of the things you got to do, people matter more. This is something that I have struggled with in the past, and I feel like I've gotten better with. And what I mean by your agenda matters, people matter more, is that we all have shit to do. We all have never ending to-do lists, right? Like sometimes I'm in the gym and I'm in the zone. I'm getting shit done. I don't want to be interrupted. I just want to be left alone and do my stuff. Even if I should close the door, sometimes people will come knocking, or they'll come up, they'll need to talk to me. And in this moment, this is also where patience comes into play, staying calm, not reacting, showing kindness, but showing respect to people and showing people that you care. So yes, the to-do list matters, but I always know that it's going to be there later on. Maybe I'll be kind of overwhelmed by it, but I always just keep in mind the person matters more than the to-do list that I have that will also be there tomorrow. Whereas people could be gone in an instant. And there have been times in my life where I didn't talk to that person in the store, or I didn't make more of an effort to get to know them or talk to them. And weeks, months later, they're gone. They've left this lifetime. And that's also helped me keep this in the forefront of my mind. So when someone comes knocking at the door, they come wanting to talk to me, I put my shit down. I just like try and set that aside for a moment. And I listen, I look at them, I put my freaking phone down, put your freaking phone down when you're talking to people, look them in the eyes and show that you're listening. Listen with your ears and your eyes. When we're just listening with our ears, and if we're on our phones, working on our to-do list at the same time, doing multiple things, it shows that we're not listening, we don't care, that the person doesn't matter. And you know what, how much of a shitty feeling that is? It's a really shitty feeling. It sucks when someone's not listening to you and you're trying to talk to them about something. Maybe it's something funny, maybe it's a story, maybe it's like something super important to them. But I take it as everything is important. Every word that they say, every person matters. Every word that comes out matters and is of value. So paying attention, just paying attention to people. I think a lot of times in society, it's normal to be on our phones a lot or to like multitask, do our to-do list while someone's talking to us. It is not normal. You will stand out. I promise you. I'll say this with conviction. I've had many people tell me that that's what they really noticed about me, was that I listen, I look at them, I look at their eyes while they're talking. I respond back, like active communication here. So I've learned in the gym and being a trainer that yes, my to-do list matters. I have a lot of stuff that I feel like I have to do all the time, but people matter more. And I will not regret talking to the person. And I say I've struggled with this because there are still times of this day where I'm just like, I just want to get this shit done. I'm in the zone. Please don't talk to me, and just put my head down. But that's why I'll go to like coffee shops or at home and work on things. But I say I struggle with this because there have been times when I don't put the person first. I put my to-do list first, and then later realize, shit, I should not have done that. I feel bad. I regret it. I get a stomach, like my pit of my stomach is just, it constricts, does not feel good. So I also keep that in mind too in the future. But it has happened a few times and I've learned from those times, and I'll continue to learn if I make that mistake again. But I really try and be mindful of that. Your agenda matters, your to-do list matters, but people matter more. Number 7, not everyone. And by the way, with number 6, it's true for in the gym and talking to people and members and clients, but this is also the same, that is also true for when we are out and about in our days, whether it's a friend, a family member, significant other, stranger. Show that you care about the person, even if you don't even know them, because that can make their day. And I've learned to do this even outside of the gym when I'm talking to people. All right, moving on. Number 7, not everyone will, on video, I'm looking at my notes over here, but not everyone will agree or see value in what you offer or who you are. Not everyone will agree or see value in or want what you offer and who you are. So, AKA, not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone's going to see value in what you're selling, whether it's training, membership, groceries, cars, houses, whatever it may be. Not everyone will like you. Not everyone will like what you have to offer, have to share, or see value in it. And that's okay. This is something that has been something that I've taken into my day-to-day life, even more so, because I know that I can't help everyone. If I try and help everyone, I help no one. And if I try, more importantly, this is more so what I was thinking, is that if I'm trying to have everyone like me, I'm not going to be who I truly am. And then I'm not going to attract the people who could really benefit from what I share or what I have to offer or who I am. Not everyone's going to vibe with who I am, what I bring. the content on social media I put out, like the value, and for yourself, you probably have people out there that you're like, she's annoying. He's annoying. I really don't like the way she talks or the way she does things, or I really like this gym better than that gym. Everyone has their thing. Everyone has their preferences, and that is okay. And I've had to really take a step back when someone does not see value in maybe our training program, or I can tell that they don't agree with what I'm saying or what I'm talking about, whether it's fitness, nutrition, anything, wellness, anything. And I've just had to kind of take a step back and be like, okay, that's okay. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. And I would much rather have them go to someone or do something that they truly vibe with, that they truly resonate with and love, and will get more out of that than me trying to force them to like me, or me try to force them to see value in what I share, or me try to force them to see value in the training that I have. So it's helped me in the gym. And then again, also just in day-to-day life, to be more of my authentic self, who I am. And I have found too, by being more of who I am at the gym, not caring what others think, it's actually benefited me more. So keep that in mind. Moving on again. Number 8. Do not say yes to everything, but always say yes to yourself. Here's what I mean by this. I learned the hard way to not overbook myself. I learned the hard way to not take time for myself and maybe experience that burnout. I've learned the hard way to have maybe a balance with work and life. I really know how to explain that, but saying no to something is saying yes to yourself. And when we say yes to everything, we cannot give as much as we intend. We can't give our best. We must take time for ourselves. And that's something that I learned the hard way. And maybe in the moment I'm scheduling things or saying yes to things because I feel in the moment, yes, I want to do that. But it's okay to go back on that. It's okay to say, you know what, something came up, or I just need to reschedule. You don't even have to give an explanation. But I've learned that I have to say yes to myself more. And it's okay to say no to other people. And I don't need to say yes to everything. I ask myself, does it bring me joy? Does it bring me a sense of excitement? And taking time for yourself, for myself, I've learned is only going to benefit me and impact me better in the long run. I can give more. I can be my best self more. So just keep that in mind. Don't say yes to everything, but always say yes to yourself. Number 9, do not judge the person, experience the person. I did not come up with that myself. I wish I did. But I saw this on an Instagram post, I think, or a quote. I'm not really sure, but I just was like, wow, that's so true. That's something that I've learned being a trainer and someone who sells training, sells things, or I think we're going to be selling everything, no matter what. We sell ourselves every day, no matter what. We're in the business of people. And I've learned that it's human nature, I think, to judge someone. We see someone, and judging doesn't always have to be in a negative manner. It can be positive, but we look at their hair, their movement, their posture, their body, their eyes, the way they talk and move. And again, I'm not saying that it's always negative, but we look at someone and our first instinct is just to judge that person, positive or negative. And I've learned that I cannot judge a book by its cover. I've learned to, instead of judging the person, really consciously try to think about experiencing what this person can bring, who they are, what their story is. Everyone has a story. It's freaking wild and insane what I've learned from people because of being a trainer, and asking them questions about why they're wanting to be healthier, what their story is just within life, what they do day to day, what their hobbies are. I've learned a lot of hobbies that I didn't even know where it was a thing. I didn't even know it was a hobby until they told me these things. That's pretty freaking cool. People are cool no matter what. So don't judge the person, experience the person. Maybe you come in contact with someone at the gas station again, or the grocery store, or you're walking by someone, or just short conversation. Maybe it is a family, friend, whoever it may be. Experience the person, experience what they have to offer, learn more about them. You can oftentimes learn a lot about life if you ask the right questions. That's just in my personal experience with being a trainer. So don't judge the person, experience the person. Number 10, giving clear directions and cueing. Being a trainer and showing different exercises, not everyone will connect with the cues that you give, and not everyone will connect the dots in the same way. So what I mean by that is when I'm giving directions, I want to keep it simple, but also it has to be step by step, clear directions so they know what they're doing. Pre-frame something before you do it. That's actually really helped me, not just in the training aspect in the fitness business, but just in everyday life. Pre-framing what I'm about to say, what I'm about to do, and cueing the way that is going to make sense to the person. And that is not an easy task, but it's an important one. It's a challenge. But I'll tell you what, when you give these directions and cueing and they get it, it's like a light switch in their mind or with their bodies. It's a pretty amazing feeling. It's rewarding. And it makes me want to jump up and down because they got it. But this is true for just day-to-day life, giving clear directions for whatever it is you're doing. Number 11, setting goals matter. Setting habits matter more. So I believe that we have to set goals and we need to write these down, be it short-term, long-term, mid-term. Having goals is important, but it's really difficult and challenging to reach these goals if we've not set clear, intentional changes in our habits, or implementing, adding a new habit, or maybe it's taking away a habit that we're making we're not wanting to make anymore. So setting these goals matter. Setting habits matter more. And everyone's different, but I found that setting smaller habit changes, like 1 or 2 things you're going to work on each day, that's what's going to really compound over time and create like the little changes, the little habits will create that lifestyle change, will create more results in the future. Maybe not more results, but effective, sustainable results is what I'm getting at. So goals, setting goals matter, setting habits matter more, whether it's health and fitness related, financial, career, whatever it is. Number 12. Let's see, I'm looking on my notes. Where is number 12? I wonder if I skipped. Oh, I found it. Number 12, personal development. This is, so just kind of encompasses many things, but relationships, building relationships, communication skills, how I talk to people, asking better questions, asking really good questions so I can get really good responses and answers, and leadership, and I don't like saying selling, like not how to sell, but how to ask better questions, how to communicate with people so that I can help them shift their perspective from seeing that they need this, or whether it's training or just exercising more, influencing people to make a change. That's a very skillful, challenging skill. Influencing people to stop drinking pop or to stop smoking or to start working out. So by being a trainer and having actually the gym owners invest in my growth with a few of these things, it's helped me just in my day-to-day life and even things that I listen to on my own. But I found that whatever I listen to, I can incorporate it and implement it into my trainer life and then into just my me life every single day. Number 13, I've kind of touched on this a little bit, but calm, staying calm when something unexpected comes up or unplanned, staying calm in frustrating situations, or maybe the person across from me is not very nice. More specifically for this one, I wanted to touch on when something unexpected or unplanned happens. I used to be someone, and still am a little bit, because I feel like I've gotten better in this aspect. When something comes up that is unexpected, unplanned, it throws my day off, it throws what I'm doing in the moment off. I just freaking hate it. Like to the core, I would hate it. For example, I just can really remember this one time because this is where a shift happened. A shift happened in my mind. I was working out. I was in the zone. It was like the only time I had to work out. I had a short period of time during my day. Let's be honest, it wasn't the only time, but it was the time that I planned for myself to work out. I was working out. The other gym manager was not there at the gym at the time. Someone came in to get a membership or just wanted to check out the gym. And I just remember being so mad. My body got hot. I was furious. I was like, oh, you freaking kidding me? Like, now I had to stop my workout. I have to go talk to this person. It's going to take up time from my workout and just hating what was going on. I like to plan things and I like to have things set, but when something threw me off, like I said, I really hated it. So this specific example that I was talking about, I'm going to continue. I went over there as I was walking from the time of in the back. So if you've been in the Brookings Anytime Fitness, there's a back purple turf area. That's where I was working out. And the person came in. So from the time that they came in the front door and I was in the back, the time from me walking from that purple turf area, sorry, it's so confusing. The time it took me walking from where I was to that person, something clicked. I realized, okay, I have the choice. I have a decision. Am I going to react and am I going to let this bring me down? Am I going to let this infuriate me and feel a way that I hate feeling anyway and make it worse? Or am I going to just accept it? I can't do anything about it now. Like, it is what it is. Someone came in. I have to go talk to them. I can be patient. I can be calm, and I can think about why this is happening. What is the good that's going to come from this? And then I thought about, okay, you know what? I made the decision to stay calm, be patient, be kind. And I was thinking about, okay, I'm going to talk to this person and figure out and actively think about, consciously think about how this can be a positive from what's going on, from the unexpected thing that I hated that happened. So after talking to them, I realized, okay, I met this person and I can make them feel super comfortable in the gym. I can do my best to make them feel more comfortable being in this gym. I can show them kindness. I can get to know the person. Why are they there? What goals do they have? And then afterwards, I realized too that I have the chance to meet with this person if they sign up, which they did. I think so after a person signs up for a gym membership, they can meet with me as their coach and we can talk about goals, set a plan, talk about challenges. Ultimately, I can prescribe to them a certain workout, whether it's training or maybe something on their own, whatever it is. But I realized that, okay, maybe if the gym manager, so her name's Heather, maybe if she wasn't there, maybe if she was there, she wouldn't have set this appointment. Or now that I met them, they know me, they know my face, and I kind of have a better idea of who they are, what they're looking for. So just things like that, like really actively thinking about what's the positive from this, what's the silver lining, What can I learn from this? And how can I do my best to be kind to this person, impact this person? And I had a lighter feeling during it all. And even after that, because I wasn't so hung up on the fact that this unexpected thing happened that I didn't want to have happen. But I thought about the things that I made the best of the situation. So if you're someone who struggles with the unexpected, the unplanned, this is something that I have learned to, going back to it being a life lesson as a trainer. I used to not always be this calm, but slowly over time, I made this shift. And then that example, that moment, that's like when I really made the shift. And now in my day-to-day life, when shit hits the fan, when something unexpected comes my way, when that unplanned thing happens, I can now realize, okay, this is like, now my automatic instinct reaction is, okay, this happened. Can't do anything about it. What's the good that's going to come from this? How can I just stay calm, patient, and think about what the good is that's coming from this, whatever it is in my life. Number 14, 2 left. Number 14, humans are impatient. Humans are impatient. And I can't want something for someone else. I can't want something more for someone else than they want it for themselves. Even though I really want them to want it. I really want them to make this change or be dedicated or whatever it is. So we want things, we want it fast, whether it's results in the gym, losing weight, having financial freedom, making money, getting that job, I don't know, whatever it is. We're just impatient. Like we want things, we want it now. Humans are impatient. And I've learned that even though someone's impatient, I can't force them out of that mindset. I can try and influence them out of that mindset and show them other things that maybe is working or the smaller wins. So like with our health and fitness journeys, if you're wanting to lose weight, tone, whatever it is, it takes a long time. And you have to be patient and you have to trust the process. All that stuff that you've probably heard before, but it's so true. Like you have to trust the process. You have to just continue going no matter what, despite the challenges, despite the days where you feel like it's not working, despite the days where you maybe binge or you have a bad workout or you don't work out at all. You have to keep going. And I can try and talk through people. I can try and talk that through to people. But if I can't get through to them, I can't get through to them. And that really freaking sucks. But I have to be okay with that. I just have to know that I gave it my all and I did my best. And I'll continue to try and give my best, despite people having that impatience or not wanting it as bad as I want it for them. So I kind of clumped that two together. But number 15, more is not always better. And when in doubt, slow it down. Take it down a notch. So I've learned a huge lesson that I've learned is that working out is not just about getting a sweat in. It's not just about going as hard as you can. It's a skill that must be practiced, and giving a person more could be detrimental. Giving a person more weight or more intensity, it's not always going to be in the best interest for them, even though they may feel like they want more, or maybe they feel like they're not doing anything if they're just going through the movements and not doing a whole lot, which also can be challenging to explain to them that the movement matters, and doing less will actually be more in the future and in the long run. Sustainability and creating a solid base for your body, or like your house, just like a house, we have to build a solid platform, a solid ground zero to build our levels from there. Same is true with our bodies. And by doing less, it can help us in this aspect and in making it sustainable. Now, in my day-to-day life, I've learned that for exercises for myself, for workouts for myself, that more is not always better. And that slowing it down, meaning slowing down in life. We're always go, go, go all the time. I was driving with my grandma actually about a year ago in North Carolina. And she told me, I don't even know how we got on the subject, but she was saying how, growing up, we're always so fast and go, go, go. And we want to do this and that. And we're just on the go, going fast. But now so she was explaining that as she's gotten older, and now that she is older and in retirement now, but she's like traveling the world. She's in Hawaii right now, but my adventurous grandma. But she told me that her and her husband, they just slow it down. They go, okay, we're driving. So for an example, driving slower. We're so quick we just want to go all the time. I'm trying to think of how she worded it because it was so much wiser when she said it, but we're just go all the time, wanting to go fast. But then when you get to a point, excuse me, in your life, when you get to a point, oh my gosh, I just coughed. I'm trying to cut that out of the audio, but video, so sorry. So she was explaining that when we're growing up, going fast all the time, they just realized they got to a point where they want to go slower because as you get older, okay, this is kind of how it went. Sorry, I'm just sounding like a broken record right now, but when we're young, we want to go fast, do all the things. But as we get older, time goes by so fast. When you get older, and you're kind of coming to the ends of your life, you just want it to slow down and go slower. And that's kind of what she was talking to me about. And going back to more is not better and going slower, taking things slower, taking a moment to breathe, taking moments to sit down and eat our food slowly, enjoy it, just enjoy the moment. That's really what it comes down to, is enjoy the moment. It's okay to go slower, and actually could help you to propel yourself faster into whatever it is, results, or propel you into just a better being overall, but to just not always go fast all of the time. I don't even know if that made sense. Hopefully it did. Quick recap. Again, I could probably go through way more things that I've learned. Maybe on another episode, I'll do that. But the 15 lessons that I've learned being a trainer, top 15. Number 1, patience. Number 2, confidence in being the professional. Number 3, by the way, back to number 2, confidence in being the professional in the fitness space and training, but also taking that into my day-to-day life and having this confidence to just be who I am. Number 3, going above and beyond, is compounding interest in one way or another at some point in time. Number 4, you will regret the kindness you do not show in frustrating moments. Number 5, your energy is your power. Number 6, your agenda matters, your to-do list matters, but people matter more. Number 7, not everyone will like, agree, or see value in what you offer, what you share, who you are. Number 8, don't say yes to everything all the time, but always say yes to yourself. Number 9, don't judge the person, experience the person. Number 10, give clear directions. Give clear cueing directions. Number 11, setting goals matter. Setting habits matter more. Number 12, personal development and growth in communication skills, relationships, impact and influencing people, leadership. Number 13, calm. And calm when something unexpected happens or unplanned comes your way. Number 14, humans are impatient. and you can't want something for someone more than they want it for themselves. And number 15, more is not always better, and slowing down will propel you forward. Take time to slow down. So those are my 15 life lessons that I've learned being a trainer, that I have taken into continuing my training and my fitness career, but also lessons that I've learned to implement in my day-to-day life and who I am. And I will continue to implement as I move forward. So I hope that this helped you in one way or another. Hopefully you can take one or two of these lessons and apply it to your life. If you are a trainer, I would love to know any life lessons that you have learned being a trainer. Let's talk about it. So I'm on Instagram at Sophia_Dawn41. That'll be linked in the show notes, as well as on Facebook. If you're listening to this episode on the podcast, I also have this YouTube channel. So I am recording also on video right now, but YouTube channel, Flow with the Grow. This will also be on there. And I would appreciate the rating and review on the podcast if you have not left one yet. It really does matter. And it helps the show grow, to have more eyes and ears on it. And my goal is always to just impact as many people as possible over the years of however long I'm doing podcasting for. And make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you know of other videos that I put out there. And that's that. That's it. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, week, weekend. I love you. I mean it. Bye for now.